Is mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click, click.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your boy, LeBron, Female Rap Elite. I'm back with another video. Please make sure that you comment and thumbs up this video. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification. Hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live. I couldn't wait to go live to talk about this. Lil Kim. I don't know what you're trying to do with these new age and breed of female rappers, sweetheart, but you was not no motherfucking 16 years old when you came out. And now see, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, because if you know me and you follow me, you know that like when I don't like stuff that Foxy does, I call it out. And sometimes, and now I've got a little bit more, you know, I've gotten a little bit more I'll speak out to somebody who I'm connected to, because, you know, I had to sit back and realize, like, I feel like, you know, I can be corrected and people can say shit to me or whatever, but I realized that, yes, I have been a part of that community of her fans, and a lot of her fans know me. So it's like certain things I could understand why I would rub them the wrong way, because they like, yo, you've been fucking with us for a while. This is like DM stuff that we talk about. So it's like, okay, I'll withhold it. I won't speak on certain things, but this right here, this is why I understand. It's like, and I feel like nothing is worse than a person trying to like suppress you at the same time, trying to act like one thing or another. But yeah, we're gonna get into that, Lil Kim. But Lil Kim, you was not 16 when you came out. And I don't know if you're trying to fool people, but you can open up your calculator and do the basic math right now. She's talking, yo, she really, like, do you think that the older female rap fans is not around? Like, I'm a true hip hop female rap fan. I don't just do this shit just because it's a little mix and it's a little thing to do. This is what I love to do. I could talk about this shit every day. That's why I don't worry about people. Like, it'd be different channels. They'd be like, oh, all you talk about is this. Yeah, and guess what? You don't know what my markers are. My marker could be 5,000 views, bitch. Listen, I get money outside of this shit. This is what I enjoy to do. But we gonna get into it, because the manipulation, unless she's having some sort of memory lapse, which I don't think she is, because I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself, but we're going to get into that real soon. We're going to relate that to the Foxy Brown. I couldn't believe how she lied to them. Open up your calculator. I want you to do this right now. Lil Kim's first single, Lil Kim's first song that she was on was Get Money. If you Google the date Get Money was released, and I didn't have to, like, I couldn't believe she did it. I couldn't believe that she did it. If you Google the date that Get Money came out, and Players Anthem came out first, that came out May 30th, 1995, right? Lil Kim, 1995 was your 21st year, and I don't give a fuck if it was May. You turned 21 in 1995. You was not no motherfucking 16, and Biggie snatched you up off that Bedford-Stuyvesant block. How dare you get in this interview like it ain't real hip-hop fans that know this shit? Are you crazy? Oh, we gonna get into that, and I'm gonna pull that article up. So then Nicki Minaj, she teased her album, whatever. Lil Kim was really my focus on this, because it's like I give her a lot of grace on my channel because I respect her as a veteran, but it's just like, it's a few things that I had a problem with in that XXL shit. And you talking about writing, it's a reason why you started off with album 1 with the Notorious Kim, because Biggie was more loyal than Jay-Z. Yeah, he was, for Jay-Z, if he writes something or whatever, he's going to put his name on it. Biggie had more loyalty. Your whole style switched after album 1. And I could tell that Lil C's was helping Lil Kim too. And then they had their little issues or whatever. Come on, like, we going to get into it. Also, Big Latto and Coi Leroy, Cardi B, MAIYA, and then we also going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, her wax image. You know what's so crazy? Her wax image was actually good. I thought Megan's wax image was good. Like, I felt like it looked good. Let me just bring that up real quick. Please make sure that you come in and thumbs up this video, subscribe, all of that. Lil Kim really got me tight. And you want to know why it got me tight? Because I don't like liars. And I don't like people who try to like manipulate you. First and foremost, it's been all these years that she's been in the industry. And every time I put her name in my title, her fans find a way to find this video. You know that I'm not hating on her either. They find a way. And what I want to say is that until that guy came out, that guy who discovered, who was recording Foxy and Kim back in the basement in Brooklyn or whatever the case may be, he said that he never knew Lil Kim to be from Brooklyn and that she was from the Bronx. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? To this last year was the first year she ever came out and even acknowledged the Bronx. She never said she lived there. I don't like when I figure out that you a liar, everything is a lie to me. Everything, because I got to protect myself, and I just don't believe you at all. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get into this Megan Thee Stallion, the one that sipped that Don Julio by the gallon, sitting down in Calabasas with them bastards. She got a bachelor's. Now she's trying to get a master's, but Kelsey did the classes. Good luck with your masters. Let's pull this up. So yes, Megan Thee Stallion unveils her wax. I thought that this was actually a wax I thought that was a wax image as well. It looks nice. That was from her album Good News that flopped. Where she thought that she was going to use the Tory Lane situation to sell the album in the first, and then the first week. What did Megan do the first week? She did like almost 100,000, and then it was like 12,000 pure sales, and then after that, it was just like, yeah, it tanked. She won the 3 Grammys after at the Grammy Awards, and I told y'all historically, if you do the research, anybody who does a sweep at the albums, they at the Grammys, they sell albums. This is just it's the precedence. If you get, do you think that Adele or Beyonce or whatever is going to do a sweep at the Grammys and they're not going to have a surge in sales? Megan seen no surge in sales after she did that Grammy performance, and when she ran down them stairs like Jeepers Creepers. Was that the same Grammy show? Because I felt like that was pandemic. Wasn't it pandemic when she ran down the shit like the Jeepers Creepers? It was scary. Like when she ran down them stairs, she had like some cape on or something. I don't remember it exactly, but I do remember getting the Jeepers Creepers feeling when she ran down them stairs. So Megan looks nice. I didn't even know that was her right here. So she looked good. Where's the music? Like, is she just waiting for Tory to be sentenced? Where's the music at, Megan? Does she feel like once he gets sentenced, this is behind her, and then she can move on? And what she say, pop her shit like the hot girl she really been? Like, what's next for Megan Thee Stallion? You know what I'm saying? Let me read some of the comments before I move on. So let's see. Child, I was wondering what for though, sympathy, because where's the impact? Yeah, it's like they just giving anybody a wax figure. Just like when they put Megan Thee Stallion. I hate to say this to you, right? But it's a good thing. Like I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, so I seen shit, right? So it's like, do you remember when you was in school? Like Sports Illustrated was a big thing. Remember you would get that shit and you would automatically go to the poster to see like what girl is going to be on the poster, whatever the case may be, right? Sports Illustrated, it just didn't have the same impact. And it's just like, for me, I can feel it. Like for certain things that move around you, I can just tell that there's a change. So I remember when Megan got the Sports Illustrated, they just throwing that shit at anybody right now. They just throwing it, right? So when she got the Sports Illustrated, I was just like, let me do some research on Sports Illustrated. And I had to start doing these Google and stuff. And it was fans of the magazine who was mad because the things changed and, it wasn't the same anymore. So, they put Megan on it, hoping that it was maybe get people to buy it, but they don't realize these same consumers don't buy the music. All we have is female rappers who have the accoutrements, the look, and everybody's pretty. And we're going to get to a point of saying everybody's pretty. So what? I'm telling you, the way that I feel like this era of in the right now, right? If you're in the right now, think about your grandmother, think about your mother and your grandparents or whatever. They said people would be like bad or whatever, but I feel like in our current, like right now, you're exalted for being pretty. I feel like a lot of people are pretty. Like that shit don't mean nothing. Do you have a fan base, a solid fan base? Or are you an algorithm driven artist? Or are you an artist that they pump radio play into? Like, you know what I'm saying? None of these girls have really proved themselves. Cardi B is a fucking flop too. She's a flop. She's an algorithm rapper. And just like Megan, and that's why Megan jockeying her so hard and saddling her like the damn saddle. You see, it makes sense. She's saddling so hard on Cardi because, she looks into the face of the oppressor and she feel like maybe she can give her some sort of opportunity, She didn't go to Queen Radio because she didn't want that. She didn't want that friction like that from Cardi. I personally feel she did just enough to get what she needed from Nicki. Yes. And I got to make sure I damper that shit in all my videos because you never know who's listening. You need to make sure you know that. She's a user, abuser. She ended up into that situation with Tory Lanez because she was a user. She was on his live during the quarantine radio. And I can always tell when somebody's on their live and they checking to see how many viewers they got. Just talk. You so obsessed with the viewers. Just talk and bring forth what you have. And she seen that shit. She hopped on that plane to LA and rode that. Yeah. That's how you get up in bad situations because you're a user. You're a user, and I can't say it enough, and I'm gonna say it in multiple videos that I do. You're a user. You use Nicki Minaj, you use Tory Lanez, and unfortunately, I don't know what happened with them, but she used him. That's what it was. You was around him because you seen an opportunity, and then you got that dick dose. You know what I'm saying? She got that dick dose, so that's what it really was. Little C's lied and said Lil Kim wrote for the whole Junior Mafia. And it's like Lil Kim, I'm gonna get there. She talking about she wrote for Diddy. Now you saying stuff that people say on Twitter. And who is this man that you talking about said who you didn't write? Because I don't really hear a lot of people that do this commentary like this. And I'm not trying to be funny and just be like, she was like, some guy said that. No, Kim, you wasn't a writer. You did not write that hardcore album. Yo, my friend who gives it up to her 1,000%. She loves Lil Kim over Foxy Brown, right? I'm a Foxy Brown fan, but my friend, she's more of a Lil Kim fan. But she was the one who pointed it out to me. Thank God for these crazy female rap conversations me and her used to have. She was like, yo, she was like, do you ever notice and this was when we was in high school. She was like, do you notice something changed with Lil Kim? She's not spitting, her lyrics is not flipped. Like how when she was on the Peter Piper pecked them up, and we all heard the what's the track that they call? What's that record called? Queen Bitch. It's the cover track, or the you know what I'm talking about. It's escaping me right now, but you know what I'm talking about. She don't rap like that. And I felt like even on the Mary J. Blige song, I felt like that was like Biggie. I don't know when he wrote that or not, but it was just like the whole vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that. Like my friend, she opened my mind to her, and she was just like, she was like, notice the lyrics. She don't rap like that no more. Her lyrics changed. Like, and that kind of inspired my friend. Like, if you understand what I'm saying, like flip lyrics is like nobody do it better, but better and better, nobody do it better. Like hurricanes and typhoons got perfumes. It's no way that you could rap like that and you just go blank. And one thing I don't respect from Lil Kim is that she never gave Biggie his credit. She will always be like, and you can Google this, he's responsible for 80%. He's responsible for 100%. The only thing you did was open up your mouth. And that's why you and Faith got into that situation. See, this situations like this, when people be lying, be bringing me back to my foxboogie.com days when we used to just drag, because it's like people would do that to Foxy and she was always the underdog. And it's like she always had to fight. And it's like, Kim, you trying to steal her style. You stole her when she came back and did her article and they called it The Naked Truth. You named your album The Naked Truth. It's like just a lot of low blow shit that you don't see. Now, if you know how they exalt Lil Kim because, she's more Hollywood. She shows up, hi, baby. She do all of that shit. So she's exalted more with her blonde hair. She switched it up. I noticed it. After Biggie died, she had to do something to feel like she wanted to separate herself from from the Foxy Brown or whatever, right? So in the Ladies Night video, she started wearing blonde hair and all of that. So she wanted to separate herself. But yeah, that's a conundrum right there. I can't believe she lied. Either she's having a memory lapse, because sweetheart, you could pull out that calculator and do the basic math like I did. And I said, how old is Lil Kim? She 48 years old. She was born in 1974. 1995, take away 1974. Sweetheart, you was 21 years old that year. We have footage of Foxy Brown really doing rap and trying to be in the Lyricist Lounge at 1992. So when she say that shit, I was doing this at 14, 15, 16. She was doing it at 14, 15, 16. And then I never understood in those interviews back then what Foxy would just be like, yo, she was like, I never had to create a lie. She will always say this, and I felt like people overlooked it. She said, I never had to create a lie about my age. I always said that my family was I came from a good family. I lived in a brownstone. I'm from Brooklyn, but I have the heart of a lion. She said, I didn't lie and say I slept on park benches or anything like that. So you can understand, like, I felt like she was ahead of her time on some shit like that because people was just accepting the fake. But that's why it's people like me who remember that, and I can connect the dots to it now. It's like, why you lying in this XXL interview? And I'm gonna be completely honest, like, I feel like we already did what we did on Megan. We already did what we did on her. So let's just move over here real quick. Let's move here because it's just appropriate because we're talking about it so much. Like, don't lie. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's just like, is it like some sort of sympathy party that people are trying to have for Lil Kim because Nicki Minaj is winning and then her celebrity didn't last that long? She ain't sell records that long after that. Once she went to jail and The Naked Truth came out and it flopped, and her fans will tell you online that it sold 10 million worldwide. The shit flopped. It flopped. They did all of that. Lil Kim before she go into prison, the reality show, all of that. This is just feed. Listen, I'm not doing this to be in the likes of Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, and none of that shit. I do it from my memory and based off of how I feel about things and what I like. So I want to know who Kim was talking about in regards to when she said somebody said she ain't write her rhymes, because nobody don't even really angle her like that. But it's just interesting. It's interesting. That's why I told you people be tuned in and they be getting the message one way or another. Her fans know. Out of this 200 people that's in this chat, thumbs up this video. Her fans know. Her fans know the truth. Her fans know that Biggie wrote that first album. She talking about 80%. That nigga wrote everything. One thing Foxy said about Jay is not doing anything and not putting his name on it. Point blank. And that's why she said, so what, he wrote some songs. I blew him up the same. He helped her. And the thing about Foxy Brown, when she came into the game, right? She was so raw coming from, let's do it so I could connect the dots for you. Let's do it. The footage of Foxy Brown in the Lyricist Lounge was recorded the fall of 1992. Foxy Brown was known as Queen Nefertiti and was a part of the Rotten Candy crew. These photos are on the linear notes of the Lyricist Lounge Volume 1, right? So she could rap. And what happened was, it's like when she got on, she did I Shot Ya in 95. I Shot Ya came out in 94, but she did the I Shot Ya remix in 1995. That was her big break, right? So 1995, Foxy Brown was 17, right? She was like 17 or whatever, right? Still a young. And I remember the interview that she did about this back in the day. She was just like, I couldn't believe. I think she said she was on the E train when I Shot Ya was airing on TV. Like, it's like she want her life so much. You was not no motherfucking 16 years old. Stop lying. Stop lying. Do the math. Listen, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Little Kim age. She's not Little Kim age, right? She was born July 11th, 1974. She's 48 years old. So let's do this. Get money. No, we're gonna do Players Anthem because that was first. Players Anthem. Release date. I'm gonna show it. We see 1974, right? Let's see. May 30th, 1990. I want to just show you the proof. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. I can't believe you sat in that interview and lied. Let's do online calculator. So I'll give her that. It was May. You were still 20, but you wasn't no fucking 16. Stop this shit. So let's do it. Let's do the proof. Show proof. Let's do it. 1995. Take away 1974. Wait. 21. Where was you 16 at? Where was you 16 at? You didn't have that dream like this, girl. And this is why I understand where it's just like, listen, people could want a person's life so much. She didn't have the Foxy Brown story. And this is why if you go back and you listen to the Wendy Williams interview with her, I don't know if they had this specific one, but Foxy was like, I was brought up. She was dragged up. I was brought up. She was dragged up. It made so much sense back then, and it's making so much sense now. We're going to get into this Lil Kim footage. I could not believe she lied out her mouth. Like, I could not believe she did that shit. And furthermore, so this is what I wanted to say, right? How many times are we going to see her perform what about It's All About the Benjamins? How many times are we going to see her run on the stage? And listen, you hear me say that it's good that she's surfacing. Get your money. I know you got to feed yourself. You got to feed your kid as well. Get your money. But I feel like it's this whole Lil Kim sympathy because how much Nicki's won and how much Nicki is still here. They want Lil Kim to be that 100,000 first weeks out chick. But then when she dropped her album 9 and she did all that promo and shit for it, you know what the numbers did the first week. It's just, I want y'all to understand this. The people from the 80s who grew up in the 90s, I want you to understand this. When we look at Janet, when we look at Beyonce, certain artists are just fortunate. Certain artists are just fortunate to just continue and just be able to have their fans and just to be able to tour and be able to do things like that, right? Lil Kim, she's unfortunately, I know it'd be kind of hard. Like when I sit up here and I have this conversation about life insurance with people, it gets a little icky. They don't want to think about it, talk about it. But what if something happened to you today and you leave your family messed up? No, go towards those conversations. You need to know what's the life insurance, what's going on, how was this, or whatever the case may be. Don't do that. Y'all running away from stuff. What I'm saying, people running away, is Lil Kim is an old school artist. Foxy Brown is an old school artist. No matter how much I love her or I have respect for Lil Kim for that time, I'm going to just say this, and the fans might think it's shady. I don't think they will sell 100,000 copies the first week ever again. People have their time. And when you have your time, you got to rock it. You have to rock it. And I just feel like it's like y'all exalting Lil Kim so much and you're not giving any flowers to Foxy Brown. Every year is always something, it's just this bullshit, this appreciation. I get it. She's received it so much. And then there's still people on top of it saying Lil Kim don't get her flowers. She don't get her flowers. Translation, you're just mad because she didn't last that long. You mad. And I don't understand how the fuck she gonna have a record label if she can't sell music herself. I'm just confused. Like, people just be getting in these interviews and just be talking, yapping, yap. Now she wants to have the label like Nicki and make it easier for people and do this, that. Let's just play this, because yeah, I was just nauseated by the lie.
Radar that should find you wherever you are, no matter who you are. There's no pinpoint of race, there's no pinpoint of age, there's no pinpoint of nothing. It's just
one thing Foxy always pointed out too. I have to share this from my fan scope. She was just like, Kim was just not like in interviews back then. She might sound a little better now, but she was kind of stupid, and we used to clown her for that. Like Foxy used to just be like, "I'm well read, I'm well versed." Like she could just touch anything, and like the way that she just spoke in interviews was stupid. And she was just like, you know, when she asked about the olive branch, like Lil Kim said, "I don't want to be friends," and she was like, "Does she even know what an olive branch is? Like, does she even know? That means that we not friends, but let's just squash the beef and keep it moving." But yo, Kim is full of herself. She was friends and close with the lesbian female rappers. Missy was not a threat. The Brat was not a threat. She was close to Queen Latifah. She rode on the back of Queen Latifah motorcycle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones who know. You know what I'm talking about. It's just like, y'all want to exalt her so much. What is it going to take for Foxy Brown to die for y'all to be able to have a day where you play her music, or to be like, oh, we should have honored her. Oh, we should have did this. Quick caveat. I don't know if Foxy has offered things and she doesn't take them either, because she's one of those girls, when she don't want to be seen, she's not going to be seen. I kind of like learned that from her. That's one of her things. When she don't want to be seen, she's not going to be seen. When it's time, it's time. And when it's not, it's not. But I feel like that holds you back too. And that's why I was saying, like, when you like artists, sometimes you could take on certain things, like depending on how much you like them. Like, you know how people like Nicki, they might laugh like her, they might do certain things because they liked her and they've been around her music and they kind of like consumed by her. So it's like when you following the person and they have certain things that can be negative, not being seen is a big issue. That's why, you know, I give that credit to Kim for surfacing. But don't lie to the female rap fans of today, because you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. Let's get into this.
You a bad bitch, you a bad bitch. Period.
And that was just so young and dated and trying to be city girl. It's just stop. Oh, I'm nauseated. Let's go. Let's get into the lies. Let's get into the lies.
When I first got into hip hop, I never knew that it would take me this far. I didn't really see that this was going to be a career for me, because I was just this kid having fun. Everyone knows I started when I was 16.
Everybody doesn't know you fucking started when you were 16. I'm going to go over here. I went over here and did the math. Players Anthem was her first fucking song that she was on. Why are you lying to these people? You was not 16 years old. That would make you younger than Foxy. And you know that you got her by 4 years. Why would you lie about that? Listen, do you think it's a memory lapse? Or do you think, because I deducted 1995 from 1974 and I got 21 years of age. Players Anthem came out on May 30th, 1995, this month. So that means what? So let's see, 1995, 2005, 2015, 2000. So that song is almost 30 years old. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Almost 30. It's like what? Between the 28th year? That song is 28 years old. Like, I don't understand the lying. And this is why, like you got to be able to break that shit down, because you're a liar. And I don't know if you're just trying to appease people, these young, everybody knows. Nobody knows that you started. When you started rapping, you was able to, like, listen, this was the thing. When Lil Kim started rapping, she was able to perform in certain clubs and stuff. It was a big fuss over Foxy Brown, because she was so young. She was spitting these raw lyrics, and she was performing in places that she couldn't even legally be in. You understand what I'm saying? She was getting booked in places that she couldn't even legally be inside of. Like, you know, you got to go to a nightclub, you got to be 21 years old. She want Foxy Brown life so bad on the low. She wanted so bad. And like, this is why Foxy said back in the day when she was like, they swear they hate her guts, but turn to steal from her. You ever have somebody hate you, but they turn and they steal from you and they act like they don't know where they got it from? She put me onto that back in the day. Like, they swear they hate her guts, but turn and steal from her. You was not no damn 16 years old. That shit just pissed me off, like, honestly.
This was going to be a career for me, because I was just this kid having fun. Everyone knows I started when I was 16. So it's like, wherever God was taking me, that's where I was going. So.
And you didn't think that you would be here this long, because you wasn't responsible back then for your career. Let's get into the times where Remy would be dissing Lil Kim and saying little slick shit. She was like, I'm not trying to say these bitches don't write their rhymes, but the shit that you really like, a nigga wrote it. They write some shit here and there, but she said, I'm telling you, because I know. And I do believe that for certain ones. The ones she was like, I'm not saying that they don't write at all, but the shit that you fuck with and the shit that you like, a nigga wrote it. And that's what she was on their ass. That's what I'm saying. Everybody is having Olive Gardens and all that. Her fans know that too. Her fans know that. They do.
It just was something that I loved to do. Biggie was like my everything. So he guided me like a big brother, but also like a father figure. Also like someone who really loved and cared about me and believed in me. And
Biggie was inside of that PUSS. Big brother, father, my ass.
Puffy as well. So I looked up to them in so many ways.
I want to get into where she talked about her album, Hardcore. Let's get into that.
Everyone calls me an icon. It's an honor to me. It makes me smile. It makes me happy to know that people look at me that way because I never really saw that.
She is an icon though. Can't take that away from her, but she's also concocted too. She's concocted. And this is what makes me believe this is why she likes Cardi, because it's kind of fake. So she like it. I don't give a fuck. This is my commentary. She's kind of fake. Like, she wasn't a real artist. She didn't write her shit. And that's why Foxy always had that gripe. Yeah, Jay-Z helped her earlier on. Oh, let me execute this point while I have this up. The girl came from the Lyricist Lounge, 1992, battle like rapping. She battled Shaheem from Wu-Tang Clan. The girl has been in it. So that's why Foxy used to always say, my story is the truth. I didn't have to make up a story. My story is the truth. With Jay-Z, when him and Foxy got connected and then he started working with her on her first album, she wasn't commercial. So he kind of like helped to like mold her like to do commercial songs and like stuff like that. And she admitted to it. His name is there, but she has writing credits on her album for some of the songs that I like more than the singles. To me, Jay-Z didn't write the best stuff that Foxy Brown had. Biggie definitely wrote some of the best stuff that Lil Kim had. That Mafia Land, ooh, because if you could rap like that, you would continue it on. If you could rap like that, you would continue it on. Yeah, like let's get back into the days when Remy was talking that shit, talking about these bitches firing their ghostwriters. That's why they always sounding like a different nigga. You know, she was like, they never sound the same because they don't have this, they get different writers. Like, I liked the raw days back then. Now everybody is ass kissing and, you know, shit like that. Let's finish this up. So when she talk about the hardcore album.
For myself, it just happened organically. There's a few highlights in my career, but it's funny because I never had that.
I know her fans is not going to like this, but you bitches know I'm not fucking lying. She is concocted. She's Biggie had more loyalty than the Jay-Z. Let's keep it real. Jay-Z was business. If I wrote a song or if I wrote lyrics to a song, I'm putting my name in the credits. Biggie was on some, I understand it. Biggie was on some showing love shit. I probably would have did the same thing. Like, nah, we all gonna eat. Let her put her name there. Like, I ain't gonna put her name in the credits because that's going to discredit her, you know? And unfortunately, we still fucking know because we got the reference tracks that was released. Reference tracks. We got those released. So we still know. Ain't nobody spitting no song because you wrote it and Biggie just wanted to spit it because of that, sweetheart. I don't care if you wrote on Diddy album on that whack ass album. I don't care. You had a lot of help. And also it was rumored back in the day when the Jump Off came out that some dudes ended up writing the Jump Off, and that what was the story? Some dudes wrote the Jump Off. She was supposed to pay them. She didn't pay them and she gave them some jewelry or something, but then she had some niggas press them to get it back. So yeah, and the thing I didn't understand back when the Jump Off came off, when that was the whole rumors going on the internet about that, I said, how did she get niggas to pay to write the Jump Off and she's recycling lyrics in that motherfucker? Because it was like lyrics from like the Lil Kim, it was like lyrics from a Satisfy You remix that she did with Diddy back when we was in high school. And she was like just saying stuff from there. I'm like, damn, like why you so niggas wrote this and it's like what? Yeah, it was a lot of drama around that song in that La Bella Mafia era. I know a lot of y'all know that. So let's proceed.
Oh my God, I made it moment. Even to this day, I feel like that moment is still coming. I'm so glad to see us one.
You're an old school artist. Get over it. If your moment was still there, it would be labels trying to pick you up and trying to give you the Nicki budget or trying to give you the Drake budget or trying to give you the Beyonce budget. They know that 2 and 2 ain't making 4. I told you everything is like the drug game. Everything. You don't think that before a label signs, they're going to go on Wikipedia and see what did her last album sell? Damn, she sold 900 copies. So yeah, we could offer you 10,000, you know, a distribution or whatever. I'm telling you, they know Lil Kim is an icon. Yes, it's good that she rocks these stages and do all of that. But I personally think that I feel like right now in the day where we honoring people from back in the day, I feel like they're overrating her. She gets her flowers every year. Every female rapper is talking about that. Y'all just mad that Nicki is winning and that she's still commercially successful 16 years. Stop saying 15. We on 16 this year. She's been doing this shit for 16 years. 16, still charting, still top 10 records, still top 5 records, still top 2, top 3 records, still number 1 records. So that got them mad because I told y'all when Nicki was on album 1, you know, when she came and she bust her shot at Kim because Kim dissed Nicki with the Ray J and she had to get that ass back. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it was people behind the scenes. Kim, don't even worry, girl. You know, after this album, she gonna be done. You know, she gonna be done. She gonna be done. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then look. Look, the girl can even take 5 years in between albums and still have shit shooken up like that. The career span is just not the same. And I don't know how other way to explain this to you Little Kim fans. All y'all do is compare photos and do shit like that. She likes Little Kim. Nicki likes her. You understand what I'm saying? If she does something and she feel like she want to flip it, she could do whatever the fuck she want to do. And she can do whatever she wants to. The point of the matter is that she's still here and she's still winning. They mad. I'm telling you, a lot of the Little Kim fans, they mad. They hate to see Nicki still breaking these records and still charting and success top 10. Not just top 10. Not no big lotto shit where they gotta have people say they like the song and keep posting it. That song ain't on radio. The song ain't on iTunes. It ain't doing nothing. Everybody's trying to start this little viral wave. Oh, we like lottos. No, you don't. You just saying that shit because you mad she losing. Y'all thought that she was gonna come and punch on this shit. She's losing. Continue.
And getting our recognition and everyone celebrating us. I think it's a wonderful thing. And by the way, all this talk about writing, I've wrote for other people.
Who cares? After you got the training wheels from album 1 and you probably like, oh, I could do this flow. Come on. You mimicked the flow that Biggie gave you on album 1 and her fans. And she was like, she said this in the interview. So for the fans who like to pick, you know what I'm about to say is true. She's like, my fans be telling me, oh, rapping this deep voice and rapping this because they trying to tell you to get back to your essence. So hopefully you could write something half as good as Biggie and you could sound like that. Come on. Don't act like we ain't stupid. I'm an analyzer. Are you crazy? They want you to rap in that Biggie voice so it can seem like you're spitting lyrics like how it was from hardcore. The lyrics ain't the same. Yes, we know that, Little Kim. You did not write on that first album. Ain't no way. Listen, I give her credit. What's that song? Drugs. Ain't no way you rapped like that. Mafia Land. Ain't no way you rap like that and you rap the way you rap now. Queen Bitch Part 2. Ain't no way you rap flip like that. Ain't no way you rap the way you rapped in no time and you writing your raps. It just don't make sense to me. It don't. It don't.
I wrote on Diddy's album. Check your credits.
And she's saying the shit that the fans be saying on Twitter. When they start saying the shit the fans said on Twitter, it's like, what did you do? Just look for something to just say? She could have just said, I have checked the writing credits. Like, please, Lil Kim. Biggie was more loyal than Jay-Z. That's why that's why his name is not on that hardcore. But when you got in them interviews and people would pressure, you'd be like, Biggie's responsible for 80%. That's a huge percentage. That ain't even no damn 60-40. 80%, you basically just showed up. Ugh. You got to pick apart the lies. Like, the lies is what I despise.
All this talk about writing, I've wrote for other people.
Ew.
I wrote on Diddy's album. Check your credits.
You giving granny mixed with younger, like, just stop it. Just stop. And we know the writing credits and all of that. Please.
Some of my favorite songs that I've done is like Get Money, Magic Stick. My song with Kevin Gates. I love that song. Obviously, Crush on You. Obviously.
You know what I noticed too? That song that she got with Kevin Gates. Let me know in the comments if you like that song, because I don't understand how that song has it on YouTube. It has like all these millions of plays, but I don't ever hear nobody talk about that. So I was questioning that. This is just a little note, little caveat. I was wondering if somebody was paying for streams for that song, because ain't no way. Because I went to YouTube and I looked that song up. This was months ago. I said, I didn't even know this song. Like, if you know the song, put it in the comments and put me in my place. I don't hear nobody talking about no damn Lil Kim and Kevin Gates. So she probably put a lot of money into trying to push that shit and it just didn't go nowhere. Like, it just didn't. So let's continue.
Crush on You is just classic to me.
Crush on You was classic because Biggie wrote it and Cameron wrote it too. You know I love the way you feel, sip my tequila, work from the dealer, full-length chinchilla, speed up the duck, 750 deluxe, but the trees in the Dutch, come on, courtesy of another nigga, ball sack, and they don't want to admit to it though.
Kevin Gates
I wrote
is
for Diddy.
some of my favorite.
Let's just get that again. I wrote for Diddy. It's just like tired. She just want people to eat this shit up. But it's somebody like me who just, listen, baby, listen. Y'all know how I told you that in this life, you have to be in the now. And these motherfuckers want you to lack recollection so bad. Oh, no, you can't switch the chairs around on me. I know what the fuck is going on. I'm driving this road, eyes open, and you lied talking about you were 16 when you came out. You want the Foxy Brown story so bad. You were legal to fucking drink when you came out. If you probably listen, and in New York back then, we was going to the liquor store at 16 years old. Long as you looked a little bit mature, they gonna give you some shit. You was able to drink. Foxy still had like 4 years to be able to be legalized. Stop it. And this is why I understand. She was like, I never had to concoct the story. Foxy used to always say in her interviews, like she said to Flex, my story is the truth. Like I didn't have to lie. Like these girls is liars because they just want to be bad girls so bad. Like Foxy has a root in hip hop. She started at the Lyricist Lounge. Why do you want to like Kim? Where is you know what? This is a good question. Where is your footage of you doing this since you were 16? I would like to see it. I would like to see it. Don't talk about it because and the fans show me the footage because I know her fans is gonna find this video. Hold on a second. Come on. This is what to me, this is what commentary is about to me. I don't fucking like liars. Don't act like it ain't no 80s babies, 90s babies still alive that can fact check that shit. Your ass was not no damn 16 years old. Proceed.
I've wrote for other people. I've wrote on Diddy's album. Check your credits.
Yes.
Some of my favorite songs that I've done is like Get Money, Magic Stick. My song with Kevin Gates. I love that song. Obviously, Crush on You. Obviously, Crush on You is just classic to me. Everything about it. Everything about it. Hardcore is a classic. Like, you can't
listen to what she says. I want you to tune in. If this is your baby, if you're such a writer or whatever, how could you not include this album? You said you separated it. And you want to be truthful. Excuse me. If you want to be truthful, almost hated Foxy Brown. She didn't really like her, but she said, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. She was like, you don't think Foxy Brown's album is just a little bit better? And you know what it was back then? It's like the samples was out. Foxy had the No One. She had to Get Me Home. Like the vibes was just good. I beseech you, listen to both albums. Give Lil Kim her flowers because Biggie did do good lyricism on that album, but you can clearly tell from album 2, like even on songs like Suck My, she tried to do that Biggie, niggas love a hard bitch, one that could get up in the nigga ass quicker than that enema, make the cat bleed and sprinkle it with vinegar. She tried this so hard, baby, but it wasn't the same and the fans knew. The Notorious Kim was a huge letdown for a lot of people, but I like different music, so I liked her song with Carl Thomas and the I was sitting at the bar, and I liked all of that shit because I was just like, I liked female rap back then, so I was like, okay, it ain't hardcore, but it's like it took some getting used to. You know what I'm saying? But Kim, how is hardcore? Like, how you gonna separate that? Talking about, I feel like my album started after that year because Biggie was gone after that, and you had to be responsible or get Little C's involved or whatever. So let's just pay attention to what she say.
That album next to anything else. To me, my albums start from like Notorious K.I.M.
You don't even realize she's sonically saying that because she wasn't responsible for that album. She don't even realize it. Like the manipulation of it all. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the person that's gonna say something, even if it's wrong. Even if I might be far off, I don't think I am. No, she wasn't responsible. So that's why you feel like your album started at Notorious Kim. That was after you was gone for so long, and it was just like, what are you gonna do after Biggie?
Everything.
Yeah.
Hardcore is a classic. Like, you can't put that album next to anything else. To me, my albums start from like Notorious K.I.M. Hardcore is a classic. It's just something different. It's a staple. It's something that just is like in the museum.
That was your best album. Talking about it's in a museum because she's trying to gaslight these niggas to put it in a museum. Listen, your album was that good because, and then why you ain't mentioned none of the other albums? Because to be honest with you, that was your best album. And then when it got to Notorious Kim, that was either you liked it or you didn't, right? I like certain songs. Like I liked what was that song she had? With Grace Jones. She had a song with Grace Jones. I did like How Many Licks. I felt like it was a good album. I like Queen Bitch Part 2 with Diddy. I like the remix with Jay-Z too. I liked Heartbreaker as well. What else? Now get your back up off the floor. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That album, it just wasn't like the first album. You know what I'm saying? I liked Aunt Dot. That was towards the end of the album. And then she had the song with Mary J. Blige. And then she had I'm Human. I liked I'm Human. It was a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But why you ain't mentioned none of those albums? Hardcore actually went the hardest out of all her albums. And it's crazy that, like, to the Lil Kim fans, why don't she perform No Time? That's like one of her best songs. I don't understand why she don't perform that.
You don't even put a... Music is
okay. we off that. I just really wanted to call her out for that. Like, come on. This is the story that you want so bad. This is the story. 1992. So let's do this right here. Foxy Brown was born in 1978. So let's see. Give me a second. 1992. Take away 1978. She was 14 starting doing this shit. This is why she said that shit. She wasn't lying then. Now, when Foxy got in her 20s, it was a few years when she was like 26 to 28 where she would just keep saying she was 26. But that was like industry age, is like 26 years old, right? So she was doing that. But Foxy Brown was 14 years old, starting in the Lyricist Lounge, 13, 14 years old, starting to do that. Yes, her trek started early. So let's do this. Hold on. I Shot Ya came out in 1995. 1995, take away 1978. She was 17 when that was out. She was right. She was on the E Train when the song was airing on BET. They want to see, that's the thing. And when people have to concoct stories and they have to make it seem like you had this upbringing, this, look at this girl. She was a young girl. She was still in fucking high school, middle school. She was in middle school right here. Come on. So it's like, how many times are y'all gonna praise Lil Kim without giving her credit, without giving Foxy her credit? I'm tired of seeing her getting on stages performing Quiet Storm a million times. I'm tired of seeing All About the Benjamins. I don't care if you pop out of the stage doing it. It's just like, the reason I want you to understand where I'm coming from, it is never anything wrong with giving a person flowers. But when you act like they don't get them, they do get them. They do get the flowers. It's like, y'all overdoing it. It's like, what is it? It's starting to make me think, like, is Jay-Z blocking something with Foxy being seen or like something like that? What is it? Because why are y'all not giving her flowers? Like, why y'all not doing that? How many times are we going to see Lil Kim perform and do Crush on You? How many times are we going to see that shit? We've seen this so many times already. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. True say, I am. So listen, let me read some of the comments before we move on, because I felt like I said everything that I wanted to say in regards to that. Don't try to manipulate. Don't say you was 16. You was not 16. You was 21 years old, the legal age to drink. And I don't care if it was in May when Players Anthem came out. You turned 21 within 2 months of that. Like, stop trying to manipulate these new age female rap fans, because I was alive and well back then. I didn't smoke that much weed, and you know, I don't lack recollection, and you know, don't try to switch the chairs on around me. And yeah, I am driving this road eyes open. Don't try it. Don't try to do that shit. That's some rewriting history type shit. Don't try it. Don't try it. See, the thing about me is I always see the psychology behind why a person is doing something that they doing. Like, why are you doing that? So everybody knows I was 16. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. So anyway, let me read some of these comments. Let's see. Couture Bay. There are several female rappers who made impact who are never uplifted. Exactly. Atlantic blackballed her like Nicki. What you mean? And you know, Jay Sonic the Hedgehog is behind it. Yeah, because it's just like, well, how many times? Let's be fair. Anybody should get they flowers. Any and everybody should get their flowers. Yes, they do deserve it. I'm happy to see Lil Kim performing because I know she got a child. I know she got bills. It's good to see she opened up for Janet the other day. I always give her positive commentary, but what you not going to do is lie to the female rap fans. You did not start at 16. No, you didn't. You want that story so bad, and it's not true. So, let's see. Foxy at Beast King Fox. Foxy needs her flowers down. If she really do, I hope Foxy do a documentary. So let's see what else is on the agenda. I felt like I got into Lil Kim. I felt like I executed that properly. We spoke about Megan Thee Stallion. Where do I want to go next? Let's go to this MAIYA the Don situation. Ah, man. Let's just bring this up. So she thinks she's slick. Oh, damn, y'all, look. I thought that I was going to come here and read the tweets. I thought I was going to just, you know, bring the gospel of Jesus Christ forth. She blocked me? Oh. What? You know what I said to her? I said, MAIYA, I said something like, stop trying to be funny because I already see the direction of your music. Like, I said your song that you said that was big, it wasn't even big like that. It was a regional record in New York, and I seen her going up and down New York State, going to Syracuse, Rochester. She performing this song. It was some local shit. Don't get ahead of yourself. That's what I said to her, right? She blocked me. She blocked me. Did MAIYA the Don block you today? Yo, them gal blocked me. Listen, I ain't curse her out or nothing. And I even said in the message, I'm not trying to be rude. Let me see if I can find what I said to her real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yo, she really blocked me. She dead blocked me. Oh, she said, yeah, this nigga too potent. Let me get him the fuck up out of here. Let me click on my page and see what I said to MAIYA the Dawn. Yo, hold on. Oh, yeah, and then I was quoting her. She probably got mad at me. Hold on a second. Yeah, I quoted her. Give me a second. What me say to the gal them gal just so mix up. The gal mad. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try to find a let me try. Give me a second. Let me bring this back over here so y'all not just looking at a blank screen. Let me bring this up because I really want to know, like, what happened? Can we all just get along and make hit songs? Bitches all up in my ass like, oh, this was a show. Y'all hoes would get it wrong. Hold on. The guy blocked me. Believe it or not, some people, I'm trying to see what I said to her because a gal blocked me. I said two things to the gal. Let's see. What did I say to her? Oh, yeah, this is why she got mad at me, probably. Maybe it wasn't this one. I said, because this wasn't really viewed a lot. I don't know if it's just not, I don't know if it's really, if it's updated or not, but I said, MAIYA, don't gas yourself up. I'm gonna be nice. But I already see where your music career is going. Your first hit ain't even hit like that. Some local shit. Stay that. Cocky ass new breed female rappers who have nothing but a few views. We got many of those. Lame. So I said that to her, right? And I don't know if it was that did it. And then this is a Lil Kim fan who's probably on my live right now because I speak. I've known this fan, Essence of Sean. I've known him for a while. He's trying to like compare. He's trying to do. These are Nicki Minaj tickets the 4 days before. No, the fuck it wasn't. Like Nicki sell off every time. They got to do this. And why you ain't talk about this last year for the Power 105? We seen how lit Power 105 was. These people is desperate. So anyway, so I told him stop lying because he's a Lil Kim fan that I know is probably listening to this video right now. Where did I put this at? Let's see. Oh, this is what she did. She probably blocked me off of this. You see that got 825 views. That's more viable to me. So I told her, don't use Nicki. Use your audio, the one where you're enunciating in your verses like Ice Spice. Like, stop doing this shit. Why the fuck you using Nicki audio? So what she did on her page, I know a lot of y'all seen it, when she said that she wanted to collaborate with CARDI, right? But then when in her interview, she, like, to me, I'm not saying Nicki's the only one who say chow and do certain things like that, but you wasn't giving CARDI in your interview. CARDI energy, like the way that she like talks and stuff like that. Your energy is very much Nicki Minaj. And it's just like, then she's shooting her music video. And then what was she dancing to Roman's Revenge or some shit like that? After people started getting wind of her saying that she wanted to collaborate with CARDI. Listen, sweetheart, I already see where your career is going. I ain't even trying to be funny. Keep putting them songs out to whatever distribution deal that you got. They're gonna drop you. And it's like, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Like, just keep doing. I'm telling you, we all, especially if you call yourself a fan, you could see longevity within people, and we could see people who we know that they're gonna have to have a little fight. They're gonna have to have a little fight. Like, for example, you know how there's people who like Flo Milli. I feel like her time is gonna come way before a MAIYA the Don. I feel like her time is going to come way before a MAIYA the Don, but it's going to be a fight to get there. Just like how Doechii just got on the Hot 100 and everybody celebrated and was happy. The people who know about her celebrated and was happy that she made that, that move, because it's like her song been out for almost 100 days and it took it to get there, but she still made it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to require some push it's gonna require a push for Flo Milli to really get that, and it's gonna require a hell of a push for MAIYA because the music ain't even good like that. You got that regular ass New York City rapping voice everybody else doing, and it's like these female rappers, they just be feeling themselves. They be feeling themselves. Have Cardi drag you up. Why Cardi ain't get on Telfie, or why ain't Cardi get on that musty shit, or whatever the case may be. Cardi is probably eyeing Scarlett. She might bring her out at Summer Jam, but I don't think the song. Maybe I don't know if Cardi. The reason why I said Cardi would do a collaboration with Scarlett is because she's from the Bronx. She's a dark skinned girl, so we're kind of like the manipulation of it would be that, oh, she worked with a dark skinned girl, right? Please. I look at it like this. If you're a human being, you move as a human being, right? Just like when I said when she was in Miami and we all seen it when she was like, "Let the black girls in." You did it for the camera because you know that you are some sort of influencer. Better, is she really an influencer? Because I don't think that those beats is flying off the shelf in the name of Cardi B. I don't think that. She tried to listen, Reebok is in Walmart, and I like some of their pieces. I got like a few shirts from last year. Now I wear that stuff to the gym now, you know? Kind of like what Foxy said, she wear Louboutins to get pedicures. Like, that's the only time she wear them. Like, I wear that Reebok shit to get, like, you know, to go work out in the gym. But it's like, they thought that Cardi was going to have that type of pull where she could rebuild a brand. You know what I'm saying? You can't rebuild a brand, baby. You ain't got that push like that. You don't got that, you know? You don't possess that. And that's what's going to let down a lot of these female rappers. If I was Atlantic, I would be looking at when she did that soundtrack and it was just like, Cardi, like, what's going on? Like, what's going on, babe? Like, why you not, you know, why things, if this is supposed to be this and it's not that, but she got to get that motherfucking radio playing. She got to get it. Let me read some of these comments. So, let's see. I hope I could find that thing too. Realness goes far. Yes. Scarface, she turned Nicki's music off. Scar is not marketable, period. Why do you think she's not marketable? Let me know why you think she's not marketable. The new female rappers are corny. I hope people leave after Ice perform. Let's see. I want to know what you said. Oh, you was talking about when I was saying, yeah, like don't be using Nicki Minaj and like she used the Romans Revenge audio. So I said something to her about that, and I guess she didn't like it. So that's that. So let me see where I'm at. We kind of brung up this shit with Latto. Latto begging people to post and say that they like her song. I know she feeling it right. I know she's tight. You know why she's tight? Look at her body and her body language and everything. Latto looks nice. Can't hate on her, right? She looks nice. She's, to me, Latto's pretty, right? But I know that she's feeling it on she's feeling it like what they say analytically. She's feeling it. It ain't selling. The pop ain't hitting. The urban ain't urbaning. It ain't hitting. What you gonna do next? You on tour? And I felt like the biggest response that she got is when she's doing that PUSS, that type of song, and people was just so excited, probably off the choreography or whatever. But Latto, baby, you doing charity? It's charity. You having now all these people saying, "Oh, I like." Suddenly, all of a sudden, this week they like Latto's song, and you want to know what? It would be different if the song was gaining on radio, and I said, "Okay, people are naturally just hearing it, and maybe some people do like it, right?" Maybe some people do like it, but I don't think that's the case. And Latto, you know, you thought that you was gonna ride off this Nicki Minaj shit. You thought that Nicki was gonna go back and forth with you. And it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I want to bring this up now. Let me see. What y'all think about Coi Leray and her new shit that she doing? I ain't really feeling her like that.
Now, break it. Baby, move your hip, don't break it. We don't come for the spot, we take it. Really running this shit.
I'm not really interested at all. I'm just not interested. Just not. Like Coi Leray, she keeps relying on samples too. This is one sample that I really want Nicki Minaj to do, but I'm not going to say anything because I want to see if I could maybe contact somebody and maybe like so that she could know. I won't mention it because then people listen to this. They play it back and they listen, so I'm not going to mention it because it'd be dick riders. So anyway, Coi Leray, her new album is coming out. Her second album is coming out on June 23rd, entitled Koi. I think she looks pretty right there. I wanted to get into a sample. Where's her new record? that's dropping with her album, and she's doing pump the jam, pump it up. Ugh,
We don't come for
I don't like that either. I'm just not a big I'm not a huge Coi Leray fan. What this person say, I don't know about anyone else, but I've been admiring a creative approach, Coi Leray. Bops doesn't have a sample. Keep streaming Bops now. No more parties didn't have a sample. Twin of them no sample. Big Purr no sample. But when I do sample, I body that motherfucker. Yeah, okay. I ain't like that shit. I didn't like it. Hold on. Let me see. Ugh. I'm trying to find that Coi Leray new song, Baby. What is Love? Let me see Coi Leray. What is What is Love? What is the song she doing on the new album? I think I'm getting confused. No, What is Love is a David Guetta. What's the Coi Leray song that she's sample? Let me just put Coi Leray sample. Let me see.
it up while your feet is stuck.
Oh yeah, pump the jam. It's just like Coi.
The crowd is jumping. Yeah, we pop up on them like a pinata. And we going off in this bitch like
I'm just nauseated. Just honestly, I'm nauseated. I am. Nicki Minaj. Because it ain't on her stories no more. Let me just see if I could find that. Nicki Minaj snippet. Let's see. Did she post that over here too? Oh, yeah, she did. Good. So I got it some way or another. I got it some way or another.
Fuck up, nigga.
Hold on.
I'm gonna take me. No, turn it up.
What do you think that sounded like in the beginning?
No, turn it up. No, turn it up. D-Bag, move back. Turn my shit the fuck up, nigga. I'm gonna take me a motherfucking shot, nigga. You playing, you acting stupid. Wait, hold on. No, turn it up.
Remember Nicki, she was saying that, you remember when she was saying that she's excited about the song that's going to come out after Red Ruby the Sleeves. So I'm excited to hear what it's going to be. I don't know if that was an album cut that she was playing and just kind of like working on the album, but I want these hoes to tap dance. I want CARDI to roll her era out. Nicki can afford to be silent. Let's see this girl roll her shit out. I want her to throw it out. Like, honestly, get this shit out. Let's see what she can do. She only waiting for Nicki. But the flip side of it is, like I always tell you, is that business don't work like that. Nicki got shit she want to do. She want to go on tour. So it's like CARDI, she going to try to wait to see what Nicki doing. I'm telling you, I know for a fact she's doing that. She's waiting to see what Nicki is going to do. But we'll see what happens with Nicki. Nicki might fuck us up with some other little projects or some things like that to just hold us over, like, or whatever she does. But yeah, you got the Summer Jam approaching. People ain't releasing music. It's like, what the fuck is going on? So, yes, I touched on everything in my title. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm already spent anyway. I need to get ready to go to the gym in a little while. On the weekends, I go to the gym 2 times. During the week, I go to the gym 1 time during the day. But during the weekend, being that I got extra time, I go to the gym 2 times. So, yeah, man, I did that. Let me show y'all this cleanse that I did also, just so that you could, because some people ask me about that. Let's see, the Cleaner 14-day cleanse. This is the cleanse that I did. Now, if you have issues with your stomach and things like that or whatever, one thing I will tell you on this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did this cleanse, but also when I do cleanses, I eat really good. I eat salads, I eat like really light and just whatever. Now, from the 2 weeks of me doing this cleanse, I lost 12 pounds. Like I weighed myself today. I literally waited. I literally waited till the 2 weeks is over. So this is a cleanse called the Cleaner. If you do this cleanse, make sure that you drink plenty of water. Also, make sure when you're doing it that you eat and clean. Now, if you work a type of job where you can't use the bathroom and you can't just get up and do stuff like that, I would urge you just to be careful. But this cleanse has, I feel like it anytime that I want to get back on my healthy path, I always do a cleanse. And I just felt like it jumpstarts you to like, into just a better, it jumpstarts you to like into your healthy eating or whatever, into your more healthy eating lifestyle. So I'm not trying to call it like a diet or anything. This is just the way that I want to be. I want to eat more fruits and vegetables. I want to like just stay on it and just stay steadfast on just being healthy. Especially, I think when you start just getting a little older, you start to look at mortality and you see how other people look and things that they go through. And I just know what I don't want my life to be like. So check that out. It is a good cleanse. Like it's a good thing to do. So also I'm going on my week 3. Is it week 3 without no weed? Yep. And to be honest with you, I don't even really be thinking about it. I just was like, me and my little brother was talking about that. Like, I just don't want to spend my money on it no more. I just don't. I just don't want to spend my money on that. Like, I'd rather have experiences or, shit like that. So, like today I went to the store and I spent probably about $50 to $60, maybe 50, 45, $50. But all of that stuff is going to last me all through the week. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even need to get paid, but if you want to reference payday, like I get paid this week, but it's like, it's going to last me. I get shit that lasts me. People make it seem like it's so hard to eat healthy. It's really not. You just got to want to do it. You have to want to. You have to make the decision to have some grapes over Doritos. You got to make a decision to have a banana over a chocolate bar or ice cream. Not saying that you can't treat yourself to those things, but everything in balance. And I just know what my body thrives better off of. I want y'all to try this though, if you can. It's also budget friendly. Go to the store, whether you get your chicken breast where it's thick and you take your knife and kind of like serrate, you got like one of those, what they call a serrated knife or like one of those you could split it in half. I'm telling you, start marinating your chicken, making your vegetables, and just start watching how much money you save. Like, I think I benefit a lot because I'm single and I don't have anybody here, so I don't have to feed anybody. But it's just like, I can get 2 packs of thinly sliced chicken breast, and I know that food is going to last me all week. I could have 2 pieces, vegetables, and just like, yeah, like that's my shit. And I be making one pot type of like recipes. Like, I put my chicken breast with the olive oil. I put my vegetables, like my steamed vegetables on the other side. I season that shit, put the lid on it, and just keep flipping it I cook my chicken breast for about 10 to 12 minutes. But yeah, like the shit is real simple. And it's just like, damn, this shit is good. Why am I spending so much money going this? So just try it. Try to go to the grocery store, get you some chicken breast, marinate it, get those little packs of McCormick where you can marinate it. You need like a little olive oil and put some bottled water, like it's like a quarter of water. You need a quarter of water, quarter of oil. You put your chicken breast in it, you season it. Try to do that. Try to do like a vegetable salad on the side. Like I do a strawberry, sometimes not strawberry. I do a tomato and cucumber, and sometimes I might have spring mix, but I need to go to Sam's Club because I ran out of my spring mix. I like to get that from there because I like the type that they have. So get your spring mix. Sometimes, some days I just have tomatoes and cucumber with my chicken breast on the side with the dressing. Some days I might throw the spring mix in it. Some days I might have a mixed California vegetable that I put a little bit of that better than bouillon broth on it when I'm cooking it in it. Oh my God. And then when you eating only vegetables, you could put a little bit of butter in it because you need a fat. When I tell you I don't eat low fat dressings, I don't like that low fat shit. It tastes weird or whatever. I eat Ken's House. When I eat salads, I get that Ken Steakhouse aged Romano. I fucking love that dressing. I only eat Ken's. When I be going in, like, yo, my mom, she used to always say to me when I was younger and we go to the store, because, my mom, she from back in the day, she didn't care about all that name brand. We'd be going to the store and I'd be like, get this. She was like, oh my God, you so fucking rich. You just like all of that. No, I just like good shit. If you're going to make a macaroni and cheese or you're going to make something, let's get Cracker Barrel cheese or let's get whatever. My mom, she don't put that much thought into it. She's like, no, we going to get the cheese that's cheesing. But when she grew up I felt like our era, like us 80s and 90s babies, I feel like we can be a little ungrateful because we just want shit a certain way. We want it a certain way. We want what we want, and that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Ken's Steakhouse dressing. Try that H Romano dressing. Oh my God, that shit is so good over them tomatoes. And then I'll be having like extra left at the bottom and I'll be dipping my chicken in that shit like, wee! That should be so good. And you be like, I don't need to be eating out. Then those meals cost you literally nothing. And you start to see like, yo, I was spending so much money. I don't really drink juice like that either. I got this bottle of juice that's been sitting on my desk in this room. And it's been sitting here for about a week, and it's like I don't even really want it. I don't really yearn for juice. I just drink water. Whether I put my lime in my water or I put my lemon in my water, I cut that shit up and I put it in my bottle, and then that's good. That's good enough for me. I don't be really wanting sweet juices and stuff like that. Try to wean yourself off having all that sugar and shit, but supplement those sugars with an orange. Supplement it with some grapes. Supplement it with some with some watermelon. Like, I went to the store today. I got a watermelon. I got me 2 cantaloupes. I got me some grapes. And I know that shit is going to last me all week. I know that it is. My grapes I'm funny about, so I'm going to eat those quicker. So I'm going to be having some grapes like after I get off. Grapes tomorrow. I'm going to try to get those grapes done. But I know my cantaloupe and my watermelon is going to last a little longer. So I try to get them grapes out first. So anyway, I got everything out that I needed to say. Lil Kim is a liar. She went the Foxy Brown story. You was not 16 years old. Stop lying. Stop trying to rewrite history and make people think that you came in this game and was doing this and that. If you was 16 years old, then that would have made Biggie a predator. And we know that a lot of people are predators. So we ain't even going to go down that rabbit hole. We just not going to do it. But just don't lie. Because there's people like me who are alive who came up through that time and we really love female rap. And I was just like, when I heard that, I don't know. It's hard for me. When I listen to people talk, I pick apart everything that they say, like in regards to like when it comes to stuff like this, like, what? You was what? You was not no damn 16 years old. No, you wasn't. Biggie snatched you up. And yeah, big swept a young bitch off her knees, doing your high price V's, face on TV, was platinum CD. Should I never flip? Saw a nigga what? Pussy greased up, platinum G's up, keep the knees up. What the fuck? Ain't no way you was writing that. Ain't no way. Even on No Time. Remember, do y'all remember how, if the female rap fans, you remember how she came in on No Time? Like, nothing make a woman, my friend even exampled this. She was like, even with No Time, how she said, nothing make a woman feel better. The Berettas and Amarettas, but the letters and mad cheddars. Biggie, that's Biggie. I don't care what you say. That is Biggie. So that's that 80% that you talk about. I know damn well you ain't right, Mafia Land. Mafia Land, that shit was hard. Drugs was hard. So when she got, that's what I think took her from 1996 to 2000. When did Notorious come out? 2000. Took her 4 years, but I know she went through that tragedy. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. You know, everybody felt that when he died. I remember where I was when Biggie died. I was coming back from North Carolina. We was in my father's van because he had got this van that he was excited about. He put these TVs in them. I still remember that was a year because me and my brother, we went to the beach, and that's when Foxy Brown album was out too, because when we got down to the music store, I was obsessed with music stores. So when my grandparents, like in North Carolina, had this restaurant. So when my father would be in the restaurant, I ran across the street to the store, and what was I looking for? To see Lil Kim and Foxy Brown CDs. I was like, oh, they on it down here. They shit was in there in the stores. It was like this. It's this small town in North Carolina, which I'm not going to say where my family is from, and I hate it down there. Oh my God! When I tell you, as a little kid, not only did I miss my mom, but when I used to come back, I used to tell my mom I wanted to kiss the ground in New York when I got back. Because my father, sometimes he would take us down south and keep us down there for a minute. He would keep us down there for a minute. And I never believed that this motherfucker, this nigga, yo, I remember one time we came all the way back from North Carolina. Could you imagine three like, we was teenagers then. So 3 big boys in the back of a Mustang. I don't like that 2-door seat shit. We was in a 2-door car coming from North Carolina. You know, I was fucking livid. I was livid. And like, I felt like ever since then, like, I don't know. I've been through some shit in my life with cars with my little cousin. With my cousin, she's older. She used to piss me off because she never wanted to sit in the middle. And I hated sitting in the middle as a little kid because I just don't like it. Like, I feel like if I want to get out, I want to get out. If I want to open the door. And she used to always make me sit in the middle. So I hated it. And we came all the way back from North Carolina. I'm sitting in the fucking middle in the back because my baby brother, like, he didn't want to sit in the middle. So it was just like, oh. I hate that shit. I don't like 2-door. I did have a 2-door car, but I wasn't sitting in the motherfucking back. I did have a coupe. I had an Acura coupe. Like, I had 2 Acura coupes actually, but I wasn't sitting in the motherfucking back. They were sitting in the back. So yeah, I've reached my maximum. I just wanted to come on here and talk my shit and just more or less tell you about this Lil Kim shit. Stop lying. Like, just don't do it. And yeah, this is your boy LaRon, Female Rap Elite. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video. I'm about to get up out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Please make sure that you also stream the Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. Still stream Red Ruby the Sleaze. Still stream Princess Diana the remix, which crossed what? Let's bring that up real quick. Princess, no, I didn't want to share this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's go to Spotify before I get up out of here. I really thought Megan with her wax figure was a wax figure as well. She looked nice. Can't hate on her, but you know, she got some shit with her that we gotta talk about. So Megan, so that's almost at 50 million. Damn, they doing their numbers. They doing their numbers. Shout out to Super Freaky Girl. Shout out to Starships. Red Ruby the Sleeve still holding on 60, almost 60 million there. Along with Kim Petras, 20 million. Okay. All right. So we about to get up out of here. This is your boy LaRon, Female Rap Elite. Subscribe, thumbs up if you're still here. Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. I'm up out of here. Peace.